It begins. Alright, both of them headed down parlor, making their way towards heading down climb. Either side moon falling. Alright, what is that first item going to be? It's going to be Morph Ball. I wonder if that Spring Ball is the other initial item. Power Bombs, where the initial missile pack is. Oh, it's a reserve tank. Not too useful of an item most of the time, but with this early in the game. Alright, Leo threw Old Mother Brain and headed up the climb. Looks like Kip's gonna check what's under Old Mother Brain. We'll find regular missiles there. Leo headed down into Teresa room.
Alright, so sorry. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, Blue Plasma Spark.
My mic was doing weird stuff. Hello.
Alright. Leo headed down Terminator room. Teresa room. Leo finding a... And... well, it was X-Ray Teresa. That makes me really, really hope that Charge and Plasma come up. Because the X-Ray Plasma exploit is
doesn't look like any of the
great thing.
Sorry. Doesn't look like either of them are gonna check Gauntlet, which isn't a bad choice since they only have 5 power bombs, but it's still worth checking sometimes, because if it's Speed Booster, they could get out and would have a huge advantage.
Alright, Leo at the early supers major item. Reserve tank. 2 out of 5 items so far being reserve tanks. Reaches Brinstar. Going to go get his reserve tank. Well, hopefully, possibly not actually get it, but at least see that it's there.
Leodox checking the item near the Edicoons.
I hope it's something good.
I mean, so far we haven't seen many useful items.
Well, we found one that's good under the right conditions.
And Grapple Beam, that will be pretty helpful if they decide to, if one of the runners decides to take a risk and do Suitless Meridia, which is not the best choice, but it can be really useful.
Yeah, it'll be helpful for getting into Wreck Ship also.
Oh yeah, that is very true.
As well as for checking what item X-Ray is.
And it looks like Zeo is taking another death.
Yeah, another death to Ridley. I'm gonna get his grapple beam. Leo laying a power bomb to open up the room with reverse green gate glitch. And into that room Leo goes. Looks like
And second try.
Leo got that reverse green gate glitch. Without high jump, that can be a little hard to set up because you need to jump out of the door frame but not go further right than being flush with the wall.
It also looks like a Kip fell into the trap.
Oh, that'll mean another minor item for him.
And it's a power bomb pack.
Vanilla power bomb pack. And Leo is going to find Screw Attack where Charge Beam is. Be helpful in getting through a lot of rooms.
But so far there aren't many progression items, which is probably giving our runners, or worrying our runners, since they are gonna have to make a choice at Red Tower and there's no real clear choice.
Alright, Leo reaching Red Tower. Kip
And he decides to go
grabbing
down.
the Brinstar. And Leo is going to check what X-Ray is. Although one of the things about doing this with the item set Leo has is that those spikes do a very large amount of damage, so be careful.
Leo needs to be really worried about his health, so an E-Tank wouldn't be too bad for him right now.
And sure enough, there one is. So that'll help Leo get back.
A real troll would be if there was a reserve tank right there.
That really would be a troll. Or if it was an item that's a good item, but not one that really helps in getting back. Like Spring Ball.
The Spring Ball strats are too good.
Alright, Leo continuing down. Probably headed towards Kraid. Kip in Green Hill Zone. have the chance to see what Spazer is.
And it's the third reserve tank. I see it seems to love reserve tanks.
Well, the nice thing about there being a reserve tank there is there's only one more.
It looks like Kip is opting to go up Red Tower. Actually, it looks like he's gonna go down now. He had some trouble getting rid of or taking off Screw Attack, which was a vanilla bug.
Leo making the jump into Kraid's lair.
Also,
about to come across that reserve tank.
Worth noting, Kip did not check X-ray. So, he might end up going back there later. Also, I talked to Kip earlier, before the race, and he said he's likely gonna go for risky strats. So we might see some of those.
Alright, Leo is headed into the Kraid fight. And Kip making that jump into Kraid's lair. Very nice Kraid quick kill from Leo. And the prize is an E-Tank. Five in the pre-Kraid room. Kip will be entering that fight now. And Leo going to be seeing what Kraid's other prize is. And Zeo in the Ridley fight. Kraid quick kill from Kip.
And just another E-Tank. So this is really does not seem like a Norfair early seed. Right now, at least.
That's quite a few E-Tanks we've been seeing. That vanilla E-Tank there.
Surprisingly, Leodox did not pick up that other E-Tank, even though he's going to be doing heat runs. Which is a bit surprising, as you want to have as much health as you can for those.
Leo checking high jump. Finding
another E-Tank. That is quite some luck.
an E-Tank. I imagine we're about to be seeing some hell runs and hurt.
So Leodox going to check ice.
Barely missing a high five by the door to Kip with that E-Tank. Leo finding
another E-Tank. So it looks like all the E-Tanks are in Norfair.
an E-Tank. Looks like Ridley got Zeo again. And another high five by the ice door. Kip headed over to the ice E-tank. Leo headed on through Cathedral.
Leo also having no trouble.
Alright, Leo saving in Bubble Mountain.
Definitely not a bad idea. It looks like he's going for that really difficult wall jump.
Or using grapple to grab the blocks at the top and make it the rest of the way up that way. But yeah, that's an extremely difficult wall jump when you don't have high jump. Do have high jump, but not as difficult as when you don't. Zeo has forfeited game 1, so game 2 between Zarby and Zeo should be beginning very soon. Leo doing some farming before heading on over to check Speed Booster. Alright, Kip. Instead, check Crocomire first.
First try gate glitch from Kip. I mean, honestly, Crocomire isn't such a bad idea right now, since Crocomire's rooms aren't heated.
Well, except for the one with the power bomb.
Oh, the power bomb room is pretty small.
Yeah. Also, there's that health refill along the way. Alright, Leo going to see that... Oh!
Plasma beam?
Plasma at Speed Booster. If charge comes up soon, Leo is going to regret not picking up X-Ray. And Kip dealing with Crocomire.
And Crocomire with a really amazing hitbox.
Not as amazing as Phantoon's.
Oh yeah, that's the... Honestly, I'm not even sure which one's worse. Or better.
Vanilla E-Tank. And Leo is going to be checking Wave. Looks like Leo is trying to jump over that missile, but didn't quite make it.
And Wave just has another E-tank.
It looks like Kip's gonna go get the whatever minor item the power bomb is. And the next random seed has been given to Zeo and Zarby. One from but Leo and Kip are racing. And Kip is going to do the grapple tutorial area in reverse due to not having make it up to the usual entrance to the room that has grapple beam.
Also, first trying the gate glitch again.
Very nice.
And it's the final reserve
Southern
tank.
Kip's trouble.
So that's all 4 reserve tanks, if I'm not mistaken.
That it is. We now know that no other item can be a reserve tank.
You don't usually see all 4 reserves this early. So it looks like Wreck Ship was stacked in the seed.
Yeah, it probably is. And before there's a really good item at the reserve tank and speed boosters in a very inconvenient spot.
That is very true. Leo did not check the reserve tank.
I was talking about the Wreck Ship reserve tank.
Wait, did he check? Did he check Norfair reserve? Seeing
no.
it.
Alright, Leo on phase 2 of Crocomire. Towards Bubble Mountain. Looks like, well, after saving, Kip is going to head on up by getting a running start from that room to be able to make it over to the wall jumping area there without high jump. And here's Leo. Reverse grapple tutorial room set, but having a little trouble doing green gate glitch. And Kip farming up a little bit before going and getting plasma.
I mean, definitely not a bad choice, since that is, I mean, you need to have quite a bit of health in order to get past him. Leo does not want that reserve tank.
And looks like Leo is going to exit by doing... There is plasma for Kip.
Looking at it, it looks like Leo skipped all 4 reserve tanks, so he really just doesn't care about them.
Yeah, they really don't help you that much. Alright, Leo out of Croc, doing the Croc escape. skipping the missile pack that's along the way to the exit there. I would imagine that Leo is headed towards wrecked ship now. Set and with grapple.
I mean, that seems... I'm sorry. Wrecked ship does seem like the best choice for Leo.
Yeah, going to wrecked ship should work nicely. Hopefully, there will be good items there. Wonder if Kip's going to check the reserve tank. Looks like that's what Kip is doing. On the way. Supers as the minor item.
Also, it looks like the other race is about to start.
Yep, there goes Zeo and Zarby. Good luck to them. And the reserve tank was high jump. Good item.
And high jump is just a all-around great item. I mean, not having it just an awful feeling.
Looks like Leo's headed up into Criteria to head on over to wreck ship. What do you think the first item for Zeo versus Zarby is going to be? I'm really hoping to see an early spring ball.
I really want to see that, but I think it's going to be an E-tank. Leo skipping that super missile, but may grab it on the way back if he doesn't find charge. Actually, I imagine he will. And the first item was Morph.
Alright, Leo in the central room of wreck ship. Heading on down to visit our ghost friend.
And Kip taking a death.
Out of...
But he did save.
Hopefully that save was after grabbing high jump.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, ready for that first round of the Phantoon fight. Not a fast pattern.
Spring ball.
Spring
You
ball.
called it. The stump. An early spring ball seed.
You know it's going to be a nice race when spring ball comes up so early. Sure. I mean, they're almost in go mode already.
Looks like Zarby skipped spring ball.
That's very sad.
The total disrespect. And Kip dying again to that one room. Unfortunately.
And Leo has defeated Phantoon. Major items now. Be good ones. Alright, off to those right supers. Kip dumping his reserves. Leo finding bombs at right supers.
Definitely a good item since he only has 5 power bombs.
Leo doesn't currently have a way to infinitely...
Oh, it looks like Leo's gonna do the bomb jump. And the timing on this bomb jump is pretty tight, but he can get it.
Yeah, this can be a tough room when you don't have high jump.
And believe it or not, what Leodox is doing right now can actually be forced into logic. It's very rare, but it can happen. And I've actually seen a race this tournament where it was forced.
Alright, Leo is through Spiky Death Room. Kip is at the end of Crocomire Escape. See what major item Leo is. Gravity Suit. Wrecked ship really has items in it, and we've only seen half of them. Leo through reverse Spiky Death Room. 2. And looks like Zarby might be checking Gauntlet. And with all the power bombs that Zarby has, and those couple of V-tanks that came up early.
I mean, it looks like he's setting up for it, and that's what he's doing.
Kip is going to go to X-Ray. I believe that was an E-tank.
Yeah, it was. It's not necessarily what he wants, but it may be useful depending on what's in the seed.
Yeah, without suits, Zarby is really going to have to be careful.
And it's Phaser at reserve, so it's not really useful since they have Plasma Beam.
Yeah, it would necessitate a pause to switch back to Plasma Beam.
I mean, unless Varia is at the reserve tank, or not, or at Gravity Suit, then we're gonna see them go into Meridia most likely.
Yeah. Well, the issue with Meridia is that Leo has neither Speed Booster nor Ice Beam. Although one of those very well could be.
I mean, one of the items would have to be there most likely. Because, the logic couldn't force you to, do a Varia-less low Norfair.
At gravity, right? It's also possible one of those items could be...
Oh, that makes it much easier.
Oh, Zarby almost missing out on a pack of supers past Gauntlet, but making it back through the crumble blocks. Not making it back through to the power bomb, though. Into... Yep. refill before wreck ship, perhaps?
I think he might be checking Gauntlet.
Oh, yeah. That means that they just narrowly avoided a high five, which makes me sad.
Oh, so Eternal Newbie, the way the logic is, Varia will not, or Gravity Suit will not protect against heat damage, so they'll be burning up in lower Norfair and just taking constant damage. So it does it. So Gravity Suit does not protect against environmental damage, only Varia.
Alright, Leodox headed towards Waterway now that Leo has Speed Booster.
And the Southern kept finding Ice Beam.
That's
actually a pretty big find. I mean, it's not completely relevant anymore since Leo found Speed Booster, but that's still a big item. And High Jump Boots is at the Brinstar Reserve tank on top. Definitely seems like a great seed, giving out Spring Ball and High Jump very early.
Yep, and now Leo finding Wave at Waterway.
So now we've seen all the beams except Charge Beam.
All the beams except for the most important one.
I thought Spazer was the most important.
You could make that argument. Alright, off towards wrecked ship goes Kip.
And Zarby finding reserve at that one troll E-tank location. I actually don't know the name of that one, so that's what I call it. And more power bombs.
I call it the Raccoon tank.
And Zarby nearly falling into the trap.
Zeo visiting the Raccoons. I'll bet that Leo goes into Meridia. Now that Leo has the items to get all the way through it. Heads up into Meridia. While Kip is heading down towards our ghost friend. Leo about to see what Mama Turtle tank is. With a spark to get up there.
Now he has a choice of going either down to lower Norfair or checking out Dragon.
Well, I mean, at this point, I think that following through on the rest of Meridia... I was gonna say I thought that would be the right thing, but...
I had a feeling he would go down.
Leo is heading down.
I mean, I think going down would be the best choice since he won't have to backtrack through Meridia, and he's pretty close to the entrance.
Yeah, and Zeo appears to have died. And gone, and doesn't appear to have saved, which is very unfortunate. And Kip has Phantoon gone. Kip will be about to grab bombs and gravity and speed booster.
Yeah, and since Leodox has speed.
No, because it's Phaser.
Wait, what? What about Phaser?
Well, Phaser was at the reserve tank.
Oh, I mean, is that he'd be able to go through the frog speedway?
Alright, Kip heading through Spiky Death Room.
And Leodox going to pick up high jump now.
Zarby grabbing space jump at Phaser. And there is gravity for Kip.
So now the question here is Kip going to continue in wreck ship? I would imagine he will, since he doesn't have Varia suit.
I think Kip definitely will check the other two items.
And it looks like Zeo really does want Spring Ball, so that's a very good thing. And Kip is not going to check the rest of Wreck Ship.
Yeah, Kip is gonna miss out on Speed Booster. Although Kip does have Ice Beam, so Kip still can get to Phantoon and Dragon.
That is a pretty big risk, but I think over the run, it might actually pay off. I mean, I'm not sure, though, since Speed Booster does make you increase your speed.
Right. And Leo with a gravity jump. Zarby in the Kraid fight.
And Zeo picking up Spring Ball.
Leo getting ready for that green gate glitch. Go check what is at Screw Attack.
First try.
Tries. So gets it.
Yeah, after a while.
Farming those.
And those Reapers are pretty good for super drops, so it's not really too much of a big deal.
And an E-Tank at Screw Attack. And with the lack of space jump, go up from the Screw Attack area of RBO way. And then there is Fast Pillars. His Varia suit.
Also, I'd like to point out, as Leodox is right now, he barely has enough ammo to kill Ridley. I mean, if done optimally, he'll have about 3 power bombs left over. So you really can't miss many shots.
Well, with all of those... Oh, yeah.
Oh, charge beam. So never mind. That's not going to be a problem.
Well, that means that's go mode for Leo.
I mean, imagine on his way back from Gauntlet, he's just... or going into Turian, he's going to check Gauntlets to see if ice is there, and he's going to pick it up then. So with this setup, it will take like, what, 24 shots to kill Ridley?
Yeah, this combination is 24 shots. Although the supers do have much better DPS than that. That Ridley takes from them.
I imagine
the charge shots will finish Ridley off nicely after those super missiles get used.
I imagine you'll see him
shine sparks on the metal pirates.
I think you'll see him keep some of the supers because he might skip the ship refill.
And Kip in Phantoon.
Taking quick work of him.
Yeah, because Kip did not have speed booster, Kip would have had to do the ice clip to get into that room. And Leo begins the Ridley fight.
It's Zarby heading into ice and picking up an E-tank.
Looks like Leo is fighting Ridley with only charge shots and saving the supers to probably to be able to skip ship refill.
And Leo finding an E-tank, a vanilla E-tank.
And Kip.
So Kip is actually forcing these missiles now, since he doesn't have speed booster charge. Or he could always do the fried shrimp method. Yeah, that's it. That's what he's
Looks like that's what's going on. And Leo on the way back from Ridley. Kip. There's that grapple connecting.
Some fried shrimp. And the vanilla space
and vanilla space jump.
Because he does a lot of vanilla stuff.
Yeah. I think that leaves Spring Ball as the only major item we haven't seen yet. The game, of course, saving the best for last.
Hopefully one of the runners stops by Spring Ball. Because I'm not sure any of the other runners are gonna go for it. And also, Zarby just picking up another E-tank. Doesn't look like the seed wants to give much stuff.
Alright, Leo headed out of Norfair and into Meridia. Kip doing the reverse ice clip due to not having speed booster. Leo is in go mode.
And we're seeing a door high five.
Yeah, door high five, and Leo not checking what. Well, actually, Leo already got Mama Turtle tank because that's where Varya was. But Leo is all set. And Leo probably grabbed X-ray when he had that opportunity. Leo to not have to deal with Phantoon's weird hitbox.
I mean, even if it's not the not using the X-ray, it's still pretty fast.
Yeah. Four shots. That's all it takes. There was an accidental rightward spark.
And Zarby is picking up speed booster now.
A reverse scoop spark from getting any flavor of Haffy. And Kip headed down into Lava Dive as Leo heads on into the Dragon fight. Looks like Leo is going to use a combination of Shine Sparking and the charged plasma shots.
Definitely a good combo.
And down goes Dragon. All that remains now for Leodox is Torian.
But the thing is that Leodox doesn't have Ice Beam yet. I mean, he knows that Gauntlet and he'll most likely pick it up, but he's probably going to look for some power bombs before then.
Oh yeah.
Like at least another pack.
Yeah, Leo definitely is going to want to... I think that means... Leo might check Gauntlet and possibly some minor items along the way to try and either get 2 more packs of power bombs or get ice. You could only 2 packs, but that's a little bit YOLO.
It looks like he might go check the left sandpit. Or if he really just wants power bombs, he might even opt to do right sandpit, which is probably not the best idea, but...
Well, there's also the aqueduct items.
Yeah.
2 minor items right up there.
He doesn't even
Super
care about the
missiles.
supers.
Not something you see often in this randomizer.
And he isn't going for left sandpit. Or...
looks like Leo has changed his mind about that. And Zeo in the Kraid fight. Zarby finishing up Croc. And what will...
just a knee tank. Also, that rock is in such a great position. That way you basically instantly hit it, instead of hitting the Chozo ball. Unafraid having a bit of trouble with Kraid right now.
Alright, Zarby grabbing an E-Tank, well, not grabbing, as the case may be, an E-Tank at Grapple. Kip in the Ridley fight. Zeo very soon.
Also worth noting, Kip did not check Fire Flea yet. I imagine he'll do that afterward. And Leo's still worrying about his powerbomb count, because even finding 1 pack is better than just having 1. It's like 2 is much better.
Yeah, with 2, yeah, you do stand a reasonable chance of not having to go back and refill.
Yeah, I mean, it's the difference between doing 1 room at a time and 3 rooms at a time.
Leo finding only supers. Not the time when you want the game to be really generous with supers.
And he's not going to check the other powerbomb pack.
There is criteria landing site power bombs and the 2 minor items outside of well, past Gauntlet. Although going through Gauntlet, Leo will find Ice Beam.
And Zeo
finding Varia in Kraid tank.
And the Leodox finally checking Gauntlet and is going to pick up Ice Beam now. Definitely I imagine this is probably the last item he wants to see. I mean, he wants it, but at the same time, it's just one of those items.
Yeah, after all of that effort looking at extra minor items. There, Ice Beam finally is.
Find 2 powerbomb packs at in the Green Pirate room.
Happens. Oh,
and there's a powerbomb pack. And
firing a super at it. Things about it.
It's like the Link to the Past sword swipes.
Alright, so Leo into Torian.
Oh, and did Gape ever check Fire Flea? I don't think he did. So it looks like he's
according
just
to
gonna
Kip
pick up a
did
bunch
forget.
of. Looks like he's just gonna pick up a bunch of super missiles. I mean, he either forgot or just decided he didn't need to charge, or didn't need to check that item. It could have been anything. And Zeo picking up Spazer. I mean, he knew he doesn't know what it was charged, but he just taking the risk. And it didn't really pay off too well.
Alright, Leo going for the Metroid skip. Oh,
And missing.
that's grabbed at the last
Just
jump.
barely. And with what chat is saying, I imagine it was a gamble. Like, I don't think Kip would have forgotten that item. And Zarby picking up Gravity Suit. So it looks like the seed on top is a Norfair early seed. Having both suits being down in a down red tower.
Alright, Leo getting ready for that Zeb skip.
Looks like he's gonna go for the down back. I guess he's just saying screw it and is not doing the down back anymore.
Alright. Nice Zeb skip, take 2.
Looks like Zeb skip is being
There we go.
right now. There we go. It's nice through the Zeb. He can just take care of Mother Brain really quickly since he has all the beams.
Yep, with all those beams. Enough ammo is left behind. All Leo's got to do is land 20 of those. And not take too much damage during that. Head towards the...
Also worth noting, Leo took off a Varia suit, but he needs to be careful since he doesn't have enough health for stand-up anymore.
Oh!
Did he re-equip Varia?
I hope Leo did.
I really hope he did too. Please tell me he re-equipped Varia. It doesn't look like he did.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Where Leo's last save was.
And it looks like Leodox forfeited from the race. Whoa. That is a very unfortunate death.
That it definitely is.
I mean, I don't even have words for that. I mean, he had it right there, but forgot that he unequipped Varia.
Yeah, that's
That's probably the
very
most
sad to see.
unfortunate death I've seen, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's... I really don't know what to say.
Also, someone in the chat saying, Yuppie saying commentator jinx, but I'm not sure that really was a jinx. Was it?
No, if Varia was off, it was off. I'm out to go for that Metroid skip. Oh. The second jump, though.
It doesn't look like Kip is gonna go for stand-up, unless he's gonna take off Varia after. And Kip facing right.
Saving those frames.
Those 40 frames will be proud.
Yeah, Kip is going forward and pre-opening some doors. Good plan, given that the ammo is a little bit tight.
Looks like he's gonna open all of them. But now I think that there's no point of Kip doing stand-up if he doesn't have charge beam. I mean, you could do stand-up to manipulate the Metroid's position and make it faster, but it doesn't save too much time.
Yeah. Alright, Kip refilling. So Mother Brain is going to need those 55 supers and 15 regular missiles for phase 2. And that'll leave 40 for phase 1, which means that there's a margin of
4 missiles.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's
Kip
definitely
saving.
gonna make a save.
Yeah, Kip can only miss 4 missiles or 1 missile and 1 super. Is the Rinka from underneath because no wave beam. But that was a very nicely done Zeb skip. And here we go with the need for not miss too much ammo.
He also needs to worry about being sniped. Those turrets are horrible.
That they are.
They're very well known for sniping.
Alright. Yeah, opening up with the missiles. So no more than 1 of these supers can miss. Ooh, those ring combos though.
So Kip is looks like he's taking it very safe.
Yeah, it's... There's the catch-up.
And that should do it.
defeated Ridley.
So there's been some recent... Oh,
And gets
Ridley had
charge
short
as the
lead.
prize for that.
So, in the recent update for the tournament, the animals got some changes, so maybe we will see some of those.
Yeah.
On what Kip wants to do.
But you gotta visit those animals.
Because I think the number is like maybe a 9% chance there will actually be animals in there. So on the top screen, Zarby only needs to take out Dragon and Phantoon, so I imagine he'll be heading into Meridia now. Since he has all this stuff. In fact, looks like he's in go mode. Well, except for the Spring Ball, of course.
Alright. Kip making Brain Phase 3. Very good, stun locking. And the escape begins.
So without a speed booster, the escape really is not quite as fun.
Yeah, you gotta jump all the way up this room. A Shine Spark. I do hope that Kip will attempt to pay the animals a visit.
But it doesn't look like he will, based on a SRL.
Alright, no speed echoes.
Sadly he can't because he doesn't have speed.
Yeah, that would help also.
Yeah, so...
And so Kip is going to finish with an SRL time of 1:13:51. GG.
GG.
And we're going to be doing game 2 right after this. So that will be starting in just a few minutes. Alright, I want to see where some of the other items ended up being from the readout that's in the credits. That's a very nice feature that they added.
I like some of the stats that are in there, such as if you used to put in a door time, like a max, or how time spent indoors, it's just kind of like the bonk counter, except it's not nearly as fun.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Those stats are coming up. I want to see where Spring Ball was.
I'm gonna say Spring Ball was at Plasma.
I want to say Spring Ball was at Spring Ball.
You were right with what was vanilla.
Shack Tool. Holding the best item. Deer Force. All right. Yeah,
I
so
didn't even get 50%.
Aw. Going to be game 1 for Leodox and Southern Kip, but game 2 is being set up right now. So we're just a few minutes away from that. And if a game 3 becomes necessary, that will be immediately after game 2. We got a Kraid randomizer. Spark and I are going to be stepping out, and Palmy and Phantom Ryu are going to be taking over the commentary. Yeah. GG to runners. Make sure you follow them.
Yeah, definitely follow the runners. They're good at this game, and if you want to see more content from them, like what they've shown today, then you'll definitely find it on their channels.
Yeah, and I'm Stump, and I was with Blue Plasma Spark, and you enjoyed our commentary. And good luck to the racers.
And as always, see you next mission. I'm going to be...
That mission is only a few minutes from now.
Yeah. So we're going to be stepping out now, and our next commentators are going to join in just a few minutes.
Ah, nothing like entering a game upon a good fish fry. What do you think, Phantom?
Fried shrimp. You can pan fry it, saute it. There's shrimp sandwich, shrimp potatoes, shrimp burger, shrimp scampi. Yeah, fried shrimp.
Best way to open a commentary with a one-liner from a movie.
That's right. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Phantoon.
Hi, Phantoon. Bye, Phantoon.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, chat. I'm Palmy.
And I am Phantom Ryu. And that's Phantoon up in the upper left of your screen.
And occasionally you'll get a crispy. There